Welcome to Generational Voice. This is a platform where you can express your views. I am a JBR Rita, a proud ambassador of the Foundation for Generational Thinkers. Our core activity is to provide coaching section and mentoring section. Personally, I have benefited from life coaching. Initially, I expected to be given instructions and guidance on how to navigate through the various aspects of life. I have come to realize that the essence of life coaching is to be asked thought-provoking questions. This is why I have taken the mantle upon myself to bring the minds behind the life coaching section at FOGET. We would like to ask him about how to go about the questions being posed to us during coaching section. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome Mr. Prosper Danafechi, a youth developer, a life coach, and also the president for the Foundation for Generational Thinkers. Sir, you're welcome to Generational Voice.
Thank you for your generous introduction. Yeah.
Please, how are you?
I am fine. I'm doing very well, and I'm happy to be here talking to you as a young person.
Okay, I'm happy to have you here once again.
Thank you.
Please tell us,
Mhm.
why do you ask so many questions during coaching section with us? Is coaching section only about questions?
Ah, well, that is wonderful. Questions bring a lot out of people, and you see the work we do with life coaching. When it comes to life coaching, it's not advice giving. In life coaching, we are not here to show you what to do or tell you what to do. We are actually here to serve as a thinking partner. We want to think through with you so that we can find answers to questions or things that you are looking for. So I'm not coming to tell you this is the answer and that is the answer. I am here to help you think more through the questions that you have for yourself. And the only way to do that is to ask you questions that can help you think through, you know, the issues that we are going to deal with. So that is why we ask more questions. And the more we ask questions, it even helps you to know whether you really understand what you actually want and whether that is even really what you want. And to tell you the fact, through questions, people give excuses, people say things, and when you probe further with them, they realize that what they are saying doesn't make sense. They themselves will tell you that it's okay. It's okay. So that is why we ask more questions during coaching session because we don't want to assume for you. We don't also want to give you just direct answers. We want to dive deep into the things that we are dealing with. And sometimes somebody may tell you something at the surface, but there's a reason behind what the person is saying, and you have to get to the bottom of the issue. If not, you'll be prescribing medicines that may not really solve the problem. So you have to know the intention, the reason behind all that, and the only way you can get to do that is when you ask further questions concerning the issue we are dealing with. So that is why I ask a lot of questions.
I can attest to the fact that sometimes the question you ask is difficult to give accurate answers to it. How about that?
Well, it's not only you; it's general to the coaching practice. We ask simple questions, and sometimes that makes you realize that though people say things, but they don't really know what they want or what they are talking about. Reality is different from, So sometimes when you ask critical questions, it makes people to come to the realization that look, maybe we were dreaming, we were actually just saying things there, but the reality of the fact what we are saying cannot hold. The questions are very simple, but when you ask people, it helps them to think deep. And when they reason with the questions you are asking them, they will know for themselves whether what they are saying or what they want to do is possible or is not possible.
Okay.
Yes.
And also, please, during one of my coaching sections,
Yeah.
you asked me what do I want in life. Please, I was a bit stranded with answer to provide for that kind of question you asked.
Yes. So, when we start our normally with our coaching conversation with every young person, I want to clarify, I want to be sure of what is it that they want. So, that question is a question I ask everybody because it clarifies your stance. It helped me know where you are going and what you really want in life. So, when I ask you that question, all that I'm expecting is for you to share with me your goals, your aspirations, your values. Do you understand? What is it that is so important to you? Do you understand? What is it that you really want to achieve? So, that question is to help me get to know more about your aspirations, your ambitions. Do you understand? So if you let me know this is what you really want, then we can start a journey on trying to see how we can get there. Sometimes people say they want one thing, but upon further probe, you realize that the reason behind they saying what they want might be either a friend, a family, or somebody imposing it on them. But when you probe further, you realize that what the person actually wants is not what the person is saying. So sometimes when you share your dreams, your aspirations, and all that with us, then we look at it, we try to synchronize it with your passion, your talent, your training, and all that, and see how you can possibly achieve or get what you really want for yourself. So that is the number one thing, clarifying, you know, let's be clear about your aspirations, your goals, and then we can take it from there. So it's the number one question I ask everybody. You understand? So it's not only you. And when I ask such a question, these are some of the things I'm expecting.
Okay. And I'm also struggling with the difference between what I want in life and what is my dream.
Okay. Well, you shouldn't be confused about that. They are all saying the same thing. When I ask you, what is your dream? What do you want? What is your dream? I'm not saying anything different, but in coaching, we try to ask the questions bit by bit so that if your answer uh, at one point does not meet, another question will try to bring it out. You understand? So yes, when I ask you what is it that you want and what is your dream, it's more of trying to understand your vision. You understand? How do you want to make difference in the world? So sometimes what you want in life, sometimes people may be the same thing as your dream, the things that you are desiring. You understand? But at that time too, there are people who want to do one thing and they are dreaming of another thing. Do you understand? So that is why we try to ask some of those questions. But we want to know how you want to make a difference in the world. What expected end are you looking at? How are you visualizing your future? You understand? So this question help bring out such issues about the coaches. You understand? A young person, and once the person is he himself is clear about those things, it's easy to walk the path with the person. But you see, when you ask people these questions and they are not really clear, they cannot even. There are times you ask people some of these questions, they'll tell you, "I don't know." They don't even have any idea as to what they want in life or what dream they have for themselves. So sometimes we ask this question, there are other supporting questions that help us to bring, because that is the only way we can start a coaching journey. Without that, we cannot have a successful coaching journey.
Okay, thank you very much. And I can't remember one of my coaching section, you asked me what miracle do I want to like experience in my life?
Uh-huh.
And I couldn't get any reasonable answer for you.
Yeah, so it's all about trying to let you see something. You understand? And when you are talking to young people, and it's difficult for them to pinpoint, people have issues, and sometimes instead of people looking at what they can do, what they can achieve, and how far they can go, they are looking at their immediate environment, their obstacles, their challenges, and their problems. You understand? And sometimes those challenges become so huge in their eyes that they cannot see where how far they can go. So sometimes you put them in the situations where they can dream, they can have hope, they can see it as if they don't have to actually do anything, and some kind of power try to catapult them from where they are. What would they wish for? What would they hope for? What will they aspire to get. And so it's part of, it's one of the ways we try to get young people talking and then pushing them into their line of get ready for us to embark or start a coaching conversation or journey.
Thank
That's
you
all.
very much, sir. I have
Thank
now
you.
realized that all this while struggling with most of the questions, it needed simple answers to it. Thank you very much, Mr. Prosper Nafechi, a youth developer as well as a life coach for the young ones. Ladies and gentlemen, I am your host, AJB Arita. We shall continue our next section of how to answer questions during coaching sections. Don't forget to follow us on our social media platform. Thank you.